your website. First of all, I want to say, man, I love this website. It's very similar to the websites that we build for our contractors. So, kudos to you. I think it looks awesome. And if you don't mind, I'm just going to give you some things that I see right off the bat and hope that it can be a help to you. First thing I noticed is there's no phone number. I mean, my eye goes immediately to the menu bar and I'm looking for where's your phone number. And later, after I went through your website and came back to the homepage, I saw that you have a phone number up here above the logo. It was invisible to me at the beginning. I couldn't even see it because I was looking at the website, which this darkened header to me signifies the beginning of the website. So anything above it, my eye tuned out. My mind tuned it out and said that's not part of the website. That's why I didn't see the phone number. So I would encourage you to get your phone number lower within the header if possible, and make sure it's clickable, which I'm sure it is. Let me click on it here. I'm not sure what it's doing right now, but I did click on it. It's probably trying to pull up FaceTime or something. Yep. I think I see FaceTime starting. Let me exit full screen and see if I can close FaceTime down. Cancel that call. Okay. Sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure it was clickable and working. Now, I love the beginning, unrivaled service, quality craftsmanship, see all of our services, so that you want to make sure that right here you have your most important call to action. And maybe that is your most important call to action. Check out what we do. But if somebody's coming to your website to find out how to get started or how to contact you, then it might be best to have that as the first call to action. So you could you could say get started now, or contact us now, or so that's just another idea that I have for you. I like this for the people with your name and then these little blurbs. For one thing, it's important to have written content on your homepage, because that's the number one and most important page that Google's going to determine what your website is all about. So make sure that you have your keywords worked into these blurbs so that Google crawls that and says, that's what this website's about, and helps you rank it. As I came on down, I hovered my mouse over these buttons and these pictures. I wondered, do these click? Do they open up and tell me more about them? Or is it just, fancy? So I guess my question for you is how, as I roll down, this says for the people. Then I see this graphic that says for the people. How are these graphics that move as I move my mouse across them, how are they helping people on the journey towards trusting you and eventually contacting you to hire you? You might consider, this is what I would encourage you to do, is take this whole section and it looks like you have a little bit of a HTML or a CSS problem. See how there's a white space right here and there's a white space down here? Looks like it's not formatting correctly. But anyway, aside from that, take this whole section and make it your gallery call to action. Put a button in the middle that says check out our gallery, and then click on that button and it'll take people to your gallery. That's what I'd recommend you do with this section so that it makes more sense. Because right now it doesn't make sense. I scroll down and I don't know, am I supposed to click on these, or what is all this? So now here's our services, and I like this. I like that you have a section on your homepage about what you do, and there's a learn more button here. I was wondering if these might click. That would be if you want to grow your website and make it even bigger and better, then write up separate pages or separate sections on your services page about each of these sections and have them clickable. So as I'm coming down here, I'm actually looking for an outdoor living space, and I didn't know you offered that. So I come over here and I click on it because that attracts me and I want to know what you have to say about this. So I click on it and it takes me to a page that shows some of your work, and it tells your process and what you're good at as far as outdoor living. And then that builds trust, and I'm going to hire you to do it. So that would be another suggestion. I love it when people introduce their team. A way to take this even farther is to make these buttons clickable, so that when I click on them, I know who's Cal. I click on it and it tells me just a little bit more about him and how he fits into the overall picture of the team. And then this is great. I'm glad you have a call to action down here. Request a free consultation right there. That's great. I followed that link, and you have a nice form for people to fill out. Yeah, everything else looks really good. On the gallery, let's get it loaded here. These aren't clickable, so there's no way for me to load it and zoom in, and I also don't know what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? I think this is obvious that you're showing your molding skills, right? Your trim carpentry. But it actually could be that this is the type of plumbing that we use. So anyway, I want to encourage you to, at some point in time, you might even put captions on these, or have a way for people to understand the context of the pictures. That's not something that is a big deal, though. Your gallery looks really good the way it is. It shows what you do and what you're good at. So, and then on the blog, obviously the downside of starting a blog is that the longer you go without writing one, it makes it look like you're not active on your website, and that's the downside. The upside is that the more you blog, the more your website grows with content and good, helpful information. So I would encourage you to take 12 of your most frequently asked questions or your biggest and best details and write a blog post about them, and then publish one a month. That way, every month there's an update happening on your website. And then if somebody comes in 6 months from now, they can see that you have regular postings or, posts being published. And if you're telling people, like, let's say you do a blog post on your outdoor living, then you will be giving them good, accurate information about what you consider outdoor living to be, and what it means to you and how you do it. And then your other services, the frequently asked questions, how you handle billing, all that kind of stuff. There's 101 or 1,001, whatever, topics that you can turn into blog posts. Okay, I think I've touched on almost everything. I just want to touch this about page real quick. It's taking a while to load. So when I open the About page, I love it, first of all. I love it how you go back to your beginnings and then advance through to where you're at now. Yeah. It's loading slow now, which is probably an indication of my internet. I'm not sure. Anyway, all I want to say is what I want to see when I open an about page is how this story relates to me. Because I'm coming to your website and I want to learn about you and I want to know how you can help me. I mean, I want to know what you're good at and I want to know what you're passionate about. That's true. But I also want to know about how you can help me. I'm not coming here to be entertained. I'm coming here to see if I trust you and like you enough to hire you. So you might start, I would encourage you to start your about page with your customer, with your prospect in mind. Like, are you looking for help with your house or, increasing your living space so that you can entertain guests and family more comfortably? Well, that's what we specialize in. Let me tell you more about myself and how I got started. You see what I mean? We're starting off with the prospect in mind, and then we're bringing your story into it to show them how your story interacts with their story. And then at the conclusion, so if you're ready to increase your living space and with the best craftsmanship available in the Bellingham, Mass region, then contact us today and we'll set up a consultation and help you get started. So start with the prospect and end with the prospect, and then your story will integrate with their story and make more sense and help build trust. So I think that brings us back to the beginning. I hope that this is helpful and you'll be able to have some good takeaways that will help you increase your online presence and grow. I want to see you grow and succeed and do better and better as the years go by. And if there's any way that I can help in the future, don't hesitate to let me know. Be glad to help you with those online directory citations if you want, but you're more than welcome to do those yourself. And I just want you to know that I appreciate you and what you're doing over there on that side of the U.S. and keep it up. Talk to you later. Bye.